I know it's like my third video tonight. It's like almost 2 a.m. in the morning. Like, dang, she is like bored or what? Or is she just a crochet knit-aholic? And, well, I guess I'm both. Anyway, what I wanted to, and what was on my mind, is to show you, because I did mention the gauge, and to get back at the point that, you know what, that 4x4 was not accurate. That's why it's so imperative that you do a gauge measurement before you start your project. You know, you really need to know the exact amount of stitches to the inch, so that if you're following a pattern, or if you have a pattern in mind, it all correlates with the width and the length of your desired result. With that being said, I'm going to show you now. Let's begin. And my light has got upgraded a little, right? Now, this is, of course, the measuring tape. We all know that, but, you know, maybe some don't. Measuring tape. We use our measuring tape. And what we're going to do is measure each stitch to the inch. Now, let me draw this in a little closer so that, you know, yeah, I think that's like kind of great right there. And so you can see closer what I'm talking about. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the end of this measurement to 1 inch, it's right here. So with that being said, we bring our measurement down to the beginning of any stitch. So let's use this one in between. Getting a good look there? Right. I guess it's good. I hope this is good for you. Huh? And from this beginning stitch to the 1 inch mark across is how many stitches? So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 stitches. You see that? There's 3 stitches to the inch. So what was calculated on their brochure, you know, advertisement of their suggested measurement size, it probably, you know, because a lot of needles, they slightly vary in you know, the diameter and etc. So, you know, maybe theirs was just a little off, or maybe mine is a little off. But this is why it's so important to do this process prior to your projects. You know, trust me. You can trust me. I'm your friend. Like, this is the wisest thing to do. Okay, so now we know we have 3. And I had a lot of extra ones. Probably, if you look at the previous videos, and I did that long foundation chain, it was actually excessive. I had to frog out and bring it back down. So I realized that I actually had more stitches than what was actually calculated, because I was doing 4x30. And it should have been 3x30, which would have led 90. And this is probably approximately 90. I didn't count it, because that is another storybook in itself. So anyway, with that being said, we have conquered the across width for a stitch. Now we need to find out how many rows in length to an inch. And so we just do it the opposite way, coming down from the foundation. You know, you want to find, or you don't have to actually do foundation. You can just come down to any stitch where you can probably find where the beginning stitch starts. Sometimes it gets challenging. Well, I found it right there, and you can see our 1.5 stitches. Oh, excuse me, 1 stitch is right there, 1 inch. My bad. What's going on? This happens all the time. Like, I just maybe need more coffee or something else. Relaxing. So anyway, and we have about that's 1 row. This is 2 row, 3 rows. You know, and most of the time, if it's 3 stitches to the inch across, it's usually 3 rows up, you know. Normally that's what it is. So it's 3 by 3 instead of 4 by 4. So they're about like 1 inch. Is that 1 inch off? Or I'm 1 inch off, you know. But this is how we would check the gauge so that we can become more precise in our projects, right? And so this is what you're doing. So we're about like, this is 2.5 inches, and you know, you count these rows, see how much 2.5 inches. However, we've done, which it should be 6. We've done the 1 inch, you know, and we now know that that is 3, because more than likely the 3 stitches across that is equivalent to the 3 inches up. The 1 inch is its duality to the length of the garment itself. Blah. You know, I'm really like trying to be professional. I really just want to just let it all hang out. You know, I might switch back and forth, you know, whatever. I don't know. Hey, if you found that interesting, share with your friends. Because sharing is caring. And you know, God Get More Stitches, you know we care, right? You know that. You know I care. It's like 2 a.m. Who cares about you? Like God Get More Stitches. No one but God Get More Stitches, right? All right, y'all. Until next time.